What's going on, all you beautiful citizens of the nation? Your man Sly here, and today I want to go over what's next. Next in Destiny, next in DLCs, what's next for us? There's a Destiny is Dead movement going around, even though there is still tons of stuff to do compared to vanilla Destiny. But I assure you, Destiny is far from dead. Is it a slow time though? Abso-freaking-lutely. I think instead of competing with the thousands of games that are out this time of year, and not only the number, by the way, but the quality as well, they're just sitting it out and letting them take the spotlight for a while before hopping back into it. This, I think, is very smart. Destiny 101 can stand up to just about any single game out there. But the return of Fallout, its old protege Halo, Rainbow Six recently, Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, Black Ops 3, Star Wars, Battlefront, man, these are all mega releases in and of themselves, let alone released all at the same time. And looking back, I bet you a lot of those franchises will wish they have waited to do the same. Not every family can afford to buy 8 games in 1 month. Usually it's one and done, and I'm going to bet you sales will show that at the end of the holiday season. I just recently bought Fallout 4, and while I don't see anything that makes it, Game of the Year as of right now, it's definitely entertaining, awesome, and very, very long with no level cap. People will be stuck on Fallout for quite a while. With that said, I think it's a smart move for Bungie to just chill out and release some small stuff here and there until the rush is over with, and a chance for all the Destiny nuts, like myself, to play other games for a while. Luke Smith, even the guy that directed The Taken King, tweets about these new games all the time. He was praising Halo a few weeks back on Twitter, and more recently Fallout. Either way, Challenge Mode comes out here very, very soon, and tune into my weekly update for hopefully more news on that and the December update. So, the question remains, what is next for Destiny? Well, I'm here to answer that very question. Well, at least I'm putting some ideas in your mind. Before I get into it, these are theories and nothing is officially released as of yet. Stay tuned on that, but right now, here is what I think is coming up next. So first up, I'm sure everybody has heard of or seen this picture before, right? It came out last year, way before The Taken King, and was the leak of the century for Destiny fans. While we were still clawing at the end of the dark below, this leak showed us the path for Destiny's future as of then. It's now pretty old, but has been right in the past. So at the time, it was known as the Big Comet DLC. We now think that Comet is a Bungie term used to describe a major update to its core game. So for this one, Destiny Vanilla is the core. We have then DLC 1, The Dark Below, and then 2, House of Wolves, the major update Comet, which is The Taken King, then DLC 3 and 4. After that, I think it's going to repeat. First, Destiny 2, then DLC 1 and 2, followed by Comet 2, then DLC 3 and 4. At least that's the word on the street, and by this picture, it shows 2 more DLCs coming to Destiny, the one we have right now. They have a DLC called Vex Void, and then a Cabal DLC, Forge of Gods. Here's a cleaned up picture done by More Consoles buddy and a YouTube big on his own, Little Big Okie. It shows the names, number of maps, PvP, everything, and it's pretty on spot for The Taken King, but in the video game world, things change a lot, weekly at that. With that said, here's what I think is going to happen next. To start off, I personally think that we have one more DLC to go before the announcement of Destiny 2. I'm pretty sure they're going to skip the Vex and leave that for Destiny 2, and we're going to see a Cabal DLC. Not only are the Cabal highly requested, but the game is setting itself up for it. While The Taken King did have Cabal in it, it was just enough to whet the appetite. Why do I think the Cabal will be the next DLC? Well, there are 2 reasons. Let's go over the fun one first. A long time ago, skydiving in Destiny was the thing to do. You used to have to compete for a spot on the ship, and it was like madness. Now, however, it seems to be lost in time, so I'll revisit it and show you what's next. Behind these doors is the entrance, or at least will be the entrance, to another part of a Cabal outpost. It has working spotlights, tunnels on both sides, sealed between 2 gates. Very few places have this amount of security, and I think it will be another mission in the upcoming DLC. Not a raid or a strike like some think it will be, but just an actual core mission. So in order to take a peek, all you have to do is kill these 3 Cabal soldiers here in the middle of the map, and then make sure no one else is in the area in terms of other players. And if they are, make sure they follow you all the time. Get on your Sparrow and head to past this relay station and turn around. You'll hear the dropship first. That is your cue to start heading this way. You need to be quick or it'll leave without you. Stay to the right, hop off on this flat rocky outcrop and then jump onto the ship. As soon as you do, pull out your Sparrow once again and hang on tight. Once you're up here, you can see everything. By far the highest you can be in any of the Destiny maps. If you look toward the door, there is a space, and on a Titan, you have to use Death from Above and point or aim to the area if you want to do this correctly. It'll land you right in between there, and you can actually take a look around. It's a neat little place, but here's what I'm interested in. Those banners. We haven't seen that symbol before. It's not on the Dreadnought, it's not on Mars anywhere, so this must be a place we will visit when there is a new Cabal division announced. With that in mind, let me show you the second clue. This comes out of a recent mission called Outbound Signal. It's a mission on the Dreadnought, and at the end you are sent to shut down a mysterious signal. So after you beat all the Cabal protecting the signal, the Taken arrive to try to kill you in the cornered room. Once you beat them, listen to what Ghost says after that.
Signal's down. It was encrypted, but some of the headers are legible. This was a detailed distress signal intended for the head of the Cabal Empire.
I'll pass the scan from your Ghost to the Cryptarchy. I have a feeling we want to know as much about this signal as we can. In the meantime, that's a job well done.
The head of the Cabal Empire. Now, even though he said signal is down, which means that it was up and broadcasting, it's now simply stopped transmitting or looping it over and over. Once a signal gets out, guys, it's over with. A signal will bounce around in space until someone hears it, and the longer it's up, the more of a chance there is to find it. So more than likely, the Cabal planet picked up the signal as soon as it was out. Seeing how militarized they are, someone's probably on a channel 24/7. My guess is that the Cabal get that signal and then bring the big boys, whoever this banner relates to. And just like Oryx, to bring a big force, you need a big ship, and this is where another raid or the strikes will be held at. Seeing as how a raid is like working on an entirely new game in and of itself, they might skip it and wow us in Destiny 2. I guess we'll have to wait and see for that one. But that's my evidence. Remember when the House of Wolves came out and everyone was shocked at how quickly the Taken King was announced? I think whenever we're halfway through our next adventure, Destiny 2 will do the same thing. I'm pretty sure that in December we will start hearing about our next DLC, and I think those new Cabal banners show us what we're going to face. I could be totally wrong, but those are some big loopholes to fix. Either way, do the skydiving thing, guys. It's freaking awesome and so much fun. And I forgot to grab mine, but if you have a Tumbler, a Sparrow, or that Red Bull one from the Quest, you can do rolls and flips all the way down, so give it a try. But that's it, guys. Those are my theories. We will see if they prove true. And what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right? Do you have any of your own theories? Something that I missed? Let me know in the comments below what you think Destiny's next step is going to be. I know, guys. I know Destiny's in a dry spell right now. I feel it myself. But if you come from the MMO world, you know that sometimes things get dry, and that's a perfect time to try out new stuff. There's tons of new games. Give those a whirl. Speaking of new, if you're a new viewer, thanks for being awesome and checking out my videos. Become even cooler by subscribing and become a citizen of the nation. Follow me on Twitter, comment below. I always love hearing from you guys. And as usual, if you're watching this right here, right effing now, then you, my skydiving friend, are the biggest group of badasses the Cabal will ever see. It's reset, get on the grind, have a safe week, and this is your man Sly. Done, gone, out.